Welcome to Peg and Rob's Big Adventure. Hi, I'm Peg.
And I'm Rob.
And together we decided to give up work and pursue our passion for travel.
At the end of June 22, we left our home in Port Sunlight to live full-time in our motorhome.
This is a video diary of our journey.
And we'd love it if you could join us on our travels. Last week.
Welcome to Rob's Rant of the Week.
It was a genuine mistake.
Yeah.
I don't know how it happened. Okay, we're in a delightful air tonight. It's not at all where we expect it to be.
No.
Somebody, this isn't a witch hunt, somebody entered the incorrect coordinates into SatNav. Peg did a runner from the restaurant.
And we nearly got crushed in Nantes.
And we're about to get crushed.
So we're going to have to move. This time.
If you like narrow streets and lots of people combined with history,
this is the place for you.
This is definitely the place, Peg, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
We meet up with old family friends.
We experienced a fun fair across the river from our motorhome.
The evening went with a spectacular bang in Chateau Gontier. My parents retired to France and shared their love of France with me. They lived in the next village called Rouillé-Froidfond. I have lots of happy memories of being in this area, and while we were there, I arranged to catch up with some old family friends.
This is the campsite next door to our air. We wanted to stay here but couldn't get in as it was full. It costs around €19 per night in high season. The reason we wanted to stay here is that each pitch has its own shower, toilet and wash basin. Exceptional value for money. I'm not surprised it was fully booked. We were still delighted with our pitch at only €5.
Right, we're in Chateau Gontier, which is a town I know quite well because my parents used to live not far from here. Really looking forward to having a mooch around the market and everything, and going for a coffee to the place where I used to go with my mum. And it's just gorgeous down here, right by the river. I'm not sure what they sell in the shop behind me, but I am a little concerned. We found it quite difficult getting cash out of cash points without there being a charge.
but we've managed to find one today, no charge, no £3.50, no €5, no €7 charge, completely free. Thank you very much.
Very popular, and we understand why it is popular.
Yeah, it's popular with us, that's for certain.
One of the things that my mother loved was a bargain, and this was one of the shops that she used to frequent.
An area of tranquility, or as they say in France,
Tranquille.
tranquille. From the beautiful tranquil garden, there's the motorhome park. We're in there somewhere. We've just been informed that there's a fair across the river from where we're parked tonight. It's only there temporarily, but apparently it goes on till 1 o'clock in the morning, and we're very much looking forward to hearing that later.
We had a really nice evening, eating a delicious meal with my friends Nikki and Simon. These were long-standing friends and had been really close to my mum and dad when they lived in France.
At the end of the evening, we returned to our motorhome to enjoy the sights and the sounds of the fairground, just across the river from us.
And the next night was just as noisy, but this time we got to see a fantastic firework display.
Okay, we're very near Mayenne Domain. We always use every opportunity to fill up with water, empty water, get rid of rubbish. You just never know when the next opportunity might come. So we've just found the déchetterie on the way to Mayenne, where we've just got rid of some rubbish and also great opportunity to get rid of some wastewater. It's Monday morning, we're in Mayenne Domain and we're looking for the boulangerie. I've heard it's very good, Peg.
It is.
So I'm looking forward to this. It's by the church, so we're almost there. Okay, the bad news is it's shut. You know, it is amazing the number of times we've turned up somewhere and it's closed. Oh, you've come on a Monday, they don't open on a Monday. Oh, we're on holiday. We've turned up at two people's houses, they've not been there. I wonder if they're trying to tell us something. Yeah. Okay, so even the little local supermarket is closed from the 26th of August to the 5th of September. So maybe it's just that all the shops are shut in the village, or a lot of them. And we'll need to come back in about 3 months. Great. Thanks, Proxy. Okay, we've ended up at Superu, mainly because it's open. And we're just going in there for some bread. And typical of French supermarkets, there's also the bonus of being able to do our laundry while we're here. Typical at many supermarkets where you can just come in and do your washing whilst you're doing your shopping.
And dry.
And do your drying. What was there not to like? Up to 18 kg. Okay, we've found this lovely little spot for lunch overlooking the lake at Mayenne Domain. I'll show you. We can't stop here for the night. There is a campsite nearby, right by the lake. We're not going to stop there tonight. We're moving on a bit further.
We drove through the village of Entram. We were on our way to see Yvette and Andre Guillard. These were really close family friends of my mum and dad and were instrumental in them settling in the region of Mayenne. So here we are in Yvette's garden. And the cat's here, Andre's here. It's lovely to see you. So we've known Yvette
We
for
are so happy
many
to
years.
see you. Yeah, more than 10 years now, I say. More than 10 years.
A few decades. Yeah.
Because Peggy is retired now, and she wasn't. She was far to be retired when I met her last time.
It's been a pleasure to meet you, Andre. And Andre has just been showing us his bees. Unfortunately, we're about a couple of days early before they're going to get the honey. But this has been quite a fascinating tour of all the hives. There must be 15-20 hives, and also they have to protect the hives from the hornets because the hornets unfortunately eat the bees. It's been so hot that it hasn't been so successful, has it, this year for your crop?
It was very poor on vegetables this year because tomatoes didn't give fruits. It was too warm. It was 50 degrees in the glass house, so impossible to get flowers pollinated, and no fruit, no tomatoes. Yeah.
50 degrees it was in there. So the tomatoes unfortunately didn't survive.
No.
So you may be going down to Lidl.
But we have the grapes. The grape is nearly ripe.
The grapes, though, have benefited significantly.
Yeah.
We're going to go and check the grapes. Oh, God, it's warm in here.
Yeah, it's still warm, but
It's not 50 degrees today. It's probably only about 40.
See now, the vegetables are coming now. See this one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the peppers.
Peppers, yeah.
But usually you have 5 or 6 peppers, you know, in each plant, and that's the first one. We did not pick any. But the grapes are coming now. See the big grapes?
Yeah.
They will be ripe soon.
Amazing, the grapes.
Yeah.
Perfect weather for grapes.
It's an old variety. It's never sick. No disease.
Are these eating grapes or drinking grapes?
We're eating and drinking.
Eating and drinking grapes. Well, those are the best types I've heard.
You taste it, Peggy.
Peg, there's a grape there.
In a week it will be ripe.
Okay.
Peg can't wait a week.
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, yeah. There's a Jürgen. Grapes around the door, obligatory. a lot of grapes around the door, it has to be said. Amazing.
Well, it goes far. See?
Yeah, it's not just around the door, it's around the house.
Yvette took us on a short journey to go and see her daughter Morgane's house. We also met Morgane's son Elliot. Her other son was away at camp. His name's Maël. We met her boyfriend Arnaud too. Morgane showed us round her house. She'd been renovating it for the past 2 years.
They were also working on an interesting project in the back garden. This is the world premiere a year before it's available to the public.
Yeah, 2022 it looks like this.
Yeah.
2023.
Come back in a year. Well, it's still under construction. It's going to be another year before this is ready, but it looks absolutely fabulous. A lovely large space in an isolated spot. What more could you ask for? I hope we're going to get a discount. I hope we're going to get a discount when this becomes available, and we can live here maybe, if we're very lucky. Okay, so Peg's just asked me why her phone isn't charging, so I followed the cable and oh, it's not actually plugged in. So I think we found the source of the issue here. Fougère.
Take two.
Hello there.
Hi, we're in Fougère, absolutely beautiful little town. It's got a chateau that we're going to have a look at later, and we'll share the footage of that with you, and a walled town as well. It's just really interesting.
And currently we're standing on a bridge in the middle of a pond.
In a garden called Jardin Nanson.
Bijou waterside terrace. Bijou. Needs a little bit of work. But what a beautiful spot. Good morning.
Bonjour.
We are in Fougère.
A beautiful town of Fougère. We've got the chateau behind us. We're exploring all day today, and we're really looking forward to sharing this town with you. It's gorgeous. It's not as well known as places like Carcassonne, but it's got a fantastic chateau.
Last night we came to the air. It was full, and then we discovered that there was actually a second air at the other end of the town. So we were lucky enough that there was still a couple of spaces. It was gone 9 PM, so it just shows you that sometimes there may be somewhere to stay that you don't even realise is there. It's under development.
Yeah, so hopefully it's going to be better. And plus the fact as well, I mean, we're only going to be staying here for one night, maybe two at the most.
Yeah.
But it's just given us the opportunity to really have a good look around this really beautiful place, Fougère, place to come.
Okay, here's the obligatory train that you see in every city and town these days.
Fougère is a town right on the edge of Brittany. The town was formed in the Middle Ages, and the chateau was first mentioned around the 10th century, although at that time it was recorded as a wooden fort on a rocky ridge. It's divided into two parishes, Saint-Sulpice for the lower town and Saint-Léonard for the upper town.
Behind every fairy tale castle, there's the reality. I may not be the first person to say that. Okay, we've paid €9 each to get in, and that includes the audio guide. Apparently the walls are 7 metres thick
At the base.
so this is something to do with the types of cannons they can use. So yeah, must keep them warm in winter and nice and cool in the summer.
7 metres thick.
Ye old facilities. Oh, can't see where it goes, but maybe it's best we don't know. You found a mouse. So we've just learned that the spiral staircases in the towers go up to the right. So what that would benefit somebody defending the tower coming down rather than somebody attacking the tower going up, unless they're left-handed. Here's Peg. Let's see what the view's like. The defensive position from here. And there's the motorhome park down there. That's one we couldn't get into last night because it was full. There's the little train. Obligatoire train. Peg's been especially brave here, going around the outside. Double pepper pot house there.
There's a church of Saint Leonard and we visited it to light a candle.
Okay, we found a lovely quiet spot for the night. Peg, where are we?
I'm not sure.
As always, we're not sure, but I know I can tell it begins with an S.
We're on our way to Mont Saint-Michel.
We're on our way to Mont Saint-Michel. We just wanted a stopover for the night, somewhere in striking distance, but not too near. In other words, so we can get a place. This seems to be a nice location. It's very quiet. There's about 3 other people here at the moment. We can get all the supplies that we need, so that's really nice. I'm just going to show you something that I've noticed is happening at a lot of airs where we fill up with water. Okay, so we're filling up with water here. This is pretty typical of other free airs we've seen, with the push button to get the water. But what we've also noticed is somebody's been going round very kindly putting these cable ties on, so you don't actually have to keep your hand on there for 10 minutes filling your water. You just push the tap in, pull the cable tie over, and that's really really convenient. So it saves just keeping your hand on there for 10 minutes. It's great. So thank you to whoever's been going around France, Spain and Portugal putting those cable ties on all the taps in all the airs. It's very helpful, much appreciated. It's another day and we're in Mont Saint-Michel today. We're winging it. We didn't really look too hard about where to park or anything. We just followed a few signs and we got here.
Not really, like anybody else wants to come today, is it?
Yeah, and obviously this is a huge tourist area. We are expecting it to be very busy. We weren't disappointed. We have found a spot to park, wasn't too difficult actually,
No.
despite the fact that there are loads of motorhomes here and cars. And there's a payment machine.
Should we pay now?
Yeah, what harm would it do? We've tried to pay when we got here, which allows us to get out quickly when we decide to leave, but the machine's not working. So, and you need to be able to pay to get validate your ticket so you can exit to the barrier. So at the moment, looks like we've got to find another machine. We haven't seen one, but there must be more than one.
This is what we've come to see. We've come to see Mont Saint-Michel. It's absolutely beautiful. I've been here before a good 23 years ago, something like that, and I can remember it's got a really strange atmosphere about it, but it's just a sight to behold.
So this is our first glimpse of it. I've never been before. I'll zoom in a bit. Motorhomes everywhere today. Oh, and there's another ticket machine. We'll see what we can do with that one. Okay, we've made a step forward. 1870.
So this payment of €18.70 not only entitles you to go on to one of the buses that takes you down to Mont Saint-Michel, but you're also entitled to stay overnight in the car park.
Okay, this looks like the queue for the shuttle bus. It's longish. Hopefully there'll be lots of shuttle buses. These are the lucky people at the front. Oh yeah, that must be one of the buses. It's quite big. And we're at the end of this queue.
Mont Saint-Michel is in Normandy, although it's been fought over and changed hands many times in the past. It's about 1 kilometre off the northwest coast, and many pilgrims visit the abbey. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and about 3 million visitors go there each year. It dates back to the 6th, 7th century as a stronghold, and during the 100 Years' War, England waged repeated attacks to lay siege to the island, but were unsuccessful. During World War II, German soldiers occupied the island and used the church as a lookout post. Today, there's still a commune of monks and nuns, 7 sisters and 4 brothers. They meet 4 times a day to recite in the liturgical office or in the crypt, and they do this to ensure that the place still keeps its purpose as a place of worship.
Okay, so we've winged it this far, Peg. Peg?
Sorry, we've winged it this far. I'm just looking at where the entrance is.
Oh, I'm sure it'll reveal itself in a minute. Can you believe it? Somebody else has thought about coming here in August. Okay, we're in, and it is packed. Really, really mega busy. It's incredible. We do want something to eat and drink. This could be a challenge, but we'll see what we can do.
Hello.
Okay, here we are. We found somewhere to eat.
Thankfully, it's really packed in Mont Saint-Michel.
And more importantly, we found somewhere to drink. So, here we go. Cheers. Cheers.
Salut.
Salut. Quite a nice red. It's a really nice red. Not sure what it is, but I really like it.
I thought it was the same one. I was expecting champagne.
It's not what we thought we were ordering.
It's lovely.
I think that's the thread of this trip, isn't it?
I thought we were ordering, but it's really nice.
Okay, Peg's dinner's come.
Lots of mussels and chips.
Mussels and chips. What more could you ask for? Not to mention a bowl of bread. Yeah, and I've gone for a traditional French dish, just like Peg. If you like narrow streets and lots of people combined with history,
This is the place for you.
this is definitely the place, Peg, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, look at that. You can see for miles from up here. It's absolutely incredible. Okay, we didn't realise when we bought our 24-hour ticket yesterday. Where are we, Peg? At Mont Saint-Michel. But we were able to spend overnight in the car park. It's P8. It's what was about 20 euros. Yeah, I think about 19, 20 euros. Not great value. There is a point here to empty water. There's not clean water. And possibly a point we can see where people have been emptying their toilets. We're not going to have a look, but it looks like there possibly is a toilet emptying as well. So we're just getting ready to move on now. Where are we off to today, Peg?
We're off to Granville.
Granville. So we're toying with the idea maybe of going to Jersey for the day, and we need to do some washing as always, and also get some food, and we're going to look at the possibility of doing a day trip over to Jersey tomorrow. So we've got to figure out all the parking and all that good stuff, but for the time being it's time to finish off here.
Next time, see what Rob bought when I opened the box.
We stay at the magnificent harbour town of Granville.
We have a day trip to Jersey to see our Sheila.
We have to stay in a supermarket car park overnight because the air we hoped to stay at was full.
We visit the beautiful town of Saint-Valery-sur-Somme.
On the prom at Valery-sur-Somme.
Saint-Valery-sur-Somme?
Just what I said, I think. Finally, we return to Dunkirk to catch our ferry back to the UK.
Well, this is the end of our first chapter as full-time motorhomers.
If you enjoyed watching the video,
Please consider liking and subscribing.
thank you.